Hey guys, I need to talk to people right now. I'm here. I look like I'm rocking a lot because I'm actually rocking my son to sleep. He is a few months old. I haven't talked to the world about him because I don't want him to be an advertisement. But, I'm rocking him to sleep, so if you see the phone rocking, that's why. Otherwise, you'll hear a baby crying during this video. I just need somebody to talk to, and I need to share with people how I'm feeling and show maybe through this moment how I'm going to defeat this feeling of sadness is what I'm going through. Feeling very tore down a little bit, and almost feel like I don't have it in me to keep going at the moment because the people I'm trying to do it for, one person I'm trying to do it for more than anything, besides my son, because my son's number one. I'm not good enough, it feels like, no matter what I do. And that all it takes is, my whole point on all this is, the reason I want to make this video is because it only takes one person to take let's say an infrastructure that's so well built to just blow it all up and tear it down. No matter how well that building's been doing forever, that structure has been doing, and how many people it's helped, or how many people it's, contained and kept, in a safe place. All it takes is one person to pull out the wrong brick or flip the wrong switch and just tear it all down. And this being a metaphor for a person that, is doing well in their lives, and you see that, but you could be the one person that destroys that for them by simply just, telling them they're not enough sometimes. That could be the one thing that makes them just stop. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're doing everything you can, and if you are doing everything you can agree with me here, it feels like there's not enough that you can do. No matter, even if you're achieving. Because if you're doing everything you can, you really, really, really want to succeed. And then once you've succeeded, you feel like there's still so much more to do. At least maybe some of y'all can agree with me. I feel like even if I were to climb a mountain and I got to the very top, I would feel like maybe this is the wrong mountain, because surely this can't be the end of it. I need to keep going, and I want to keep pushing, not only for the people around me, but for myself as well. But I found that if I do it just for myself, sometimes I don't feel like I'm worthy enough of the end result being great. Mainly because I grew up in a household as a child that doing your best wasn't always ideal for my parents. It was, now what are you going to do now that you're home, and what are you going to do for me? And, when you're a kid, that can really be a daunting feeling. It can really tear you down. And it makes you, doesn't make you do anything, but it can cause you to feel inadequate. And when you feel inadequate, you might lose focus for a lot longer than you plan on. It might just be a day you want to give yourself self-pity or something, and that day, especially if people flame it up and they let you self-pity yourself. So if you're like a friend that does this, where they self-pity the other people with them, when they enable them to keep on doing it, they're like, you're right, it's fucked up, all those things you're going through, and it's messed up that you're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. Well, then you're probably not helping that person in any way, shape, or form. If you have no, real, suggestions that are going to fix the problem, then why say anything at all? Let that person talk, that's one thing. But to chime in and just remind them that they're right, that it's all messed up, those aren't people you should have in your life, okay? First off, you let those people go. Because real people that care about real people, they're going to listen, and they're going to remind them of the things they're doing right. That's it. If they really care about them, that's what they do. They may even see all the messed up things that they're doing. But what point is it to say, hey, look at all the messed up things you're doing also, and agree with them? Because they know what they're doing wrong. That person knows 100% sure what they're already doing wrong. It's always in all of us. We all know when we do something wrong what it is. Not a lot of us can come to terms with it and actually say it out loud. I know that's tough. It's something that I've practiced. I still practice every day. I am not in any way, shape, or form a saint. I do, however, know that I do care very much about others, and that gives me at least some sense of awareness that I deserve to also be cared about, and therefore I'm not all that bad. But I'm never going to be perfect. But it doesn't mean because I'm never going to be perfect, I can't strive for what I think perfect is. See, a lot of people think that whenever you're not perfect, you're not worthy. But I'm going to be real frank with you. Nobody's perfect in any way, shape, or form. And I have to tell myself this all the time because right now, if it wasn't for me talking to this camera, I'd still be sitting by myself thinking, what did I do wrong? Why am I not good enough? Why am I not able to make this person see that I care for them and everybody around me, and that I'm not a bad person, and that my best intentions are in their favor? At least that's what I feel like. I mean, I have nothing but good intentions. And, you know, guys, right now I'm really hurting, guys. Anyway, I'm trying to stay focused here. By doing this right here, talking to you guys, there's nobody talking back to me, right? It's kind of like my journal, but I know I'm talking to people because I know I'm putting this out there for people. That little bit right there is doing more than I can tell you in so many ways. As I speak about this, I've already started feeling less and less tore up inside. Because I know that somebody out there is listening. I know somebody's gonna, reflect with me, or at least, maybe not. I don't want them to agree with me. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for agreement. I'm looking for somebody to hear me, and that's it. I'm looking for somebody to know that they're not alone when they're feeling down. I'm looking to help somebody in some way, shape, or form, because that's what I do. I don't know how not to just want to help people. When I see somebody struggling, it is my biggest flaw and my greatest strength at the same time. Because I say flaw because when I'm helping others, I tend to do this one thing, and that's stop thinking about what I need. I do that quite a bit, actually. And then later on in life, I find that by doing that and by doing so, I've actually hurt others around me that I could have been helping. And see, there I go, literally feeling down on myself, because once I start doing, if I know that I've hurt somebody in any way, shape, or form, that kills me. I can't stand it. Even my greatest enemy, I don't want to know that they're hurting because I did something to make them hurt. If they're my greatest enemy, I assume they're my greatest enemy because, well, hell, I don't think I have a greatest enemy, guys. I'm trying to think in my head if I have a greatest enemy. I really don't. My greatest enemy would be more of a thought. It would be like doubt. It'd be insecurity. My greatest enemy would be, the theory that sometimes I can't help people and that maybe I don't deserve to be helped. That would be my greatest enemy, myself. See, and it takes me talking out loud to hear this and say it. Guys, if you get anything from this video, first off, know that you helped me just by listening. You don't even have to listen. I'm gonna assume you did. That's what works for me. And if you get anything else from the video, hopefully it's that don't be the person that destroys the structure by saying something mean or hurtful. Try to look at the good in people. Try not to look at the bad in them immediately. People are going to mess up. Don't ever feel like you have the right to tell them how they're messing up. Instead, find a way to remind them how good they can be or what they've been doing good. Because if you reinforce the good that they're doing, it's just human trait. We're going to keep continuing to do what we think is going to please others. And then so it starts out with who you surround yourself by. And if you're surrounding yourself with people that are okay with hearing your drama and then agreeing with you on that drama and building you up and telling you how right it is for you to be angry, then you're around the wrong people. I'm sorry. You need to be around people that are going to remind you, hey, why are we talking about all that negativity? Why aren't we talking about your successes in the last year or today or last week? I know there's got to be something you did right today, and there is something we've all done right every day. And, there's no reason to be all down on yourself for doing something wrong, because, again, we're not perfect. None of us are perfect, and we will always have struggles. That's the one thing I can tell you. Life promises. If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, whatever it is. And as it gets further on in life, if you continue to completely have this mindset, and I'm just now in my life in the last few years been trying so hard to stay focused on that kind of mindset. As I gotten better at it, I've messed up and I've separated myself from people. So therefore, I'm not growing the group of people around me with the same mindset. I'm trying to do that now. And as I do it, I start to feel better. I really do. It makes me feel a lot better, actually. I probably feel better most days than I have in a long time, other than the one person I probably want to see it as much as I can in this whole wide world, that I want to be the best person ever, not for me only, but for them. And that's when I can't get through, that's where I start to feel down on myself. But it's not about one person, is it? It's not about just me. It's not about them. It's not about just my son, because my son, he's everything to me. But if I'm not showing that how I need to care about every person I come into contact with, and every person that maybe I don't even come in contact with, but I see that I have the opportunity to help them, and I've already made sure my shoelaces are tied, and I've got suited up before I walked out there to help them, so that way I can continue to help them to the very end, or at least as far as I can, until I see that they're on their own and they're okay and they can walk on their own and they can get out there and do their own thing. Then I'm doing no favors for anybody. I gotta be self-aware of the fact that to care for others, I gotta care for myself. I gotta remind myself that I'm not a complete fuck up. In fact, I'm proud of myself most days. I may not be where I want to be right this second, but that doesn't mean I'll never be there. I'll never be there if I stay focused on the negativity, though, I'll tell you that. And if I can't get that one person to see it, I don't want to say it's their loss. Like it's, forget them, you didn't see it, it's their loss. I'll just have to continue to go on cutting my losses and continue trying to be that good person. I have a feeling eventually they'll see it if I do that, but man, it's just hard not to want to be like, but you've missed your chance now, because I've already gone on to do the best part of me for everyone else and everything else, and I wanted that for you too. I gotta remind myself that the only way to be the best me is literally by doing that, being the best me. If I'm being the best me for somebody else, then I have the wrong reasons. You gotta do it for yourself at the end of the day, and that doesn't make you selfish. When you do it for yourself, and you put that thought in your brain, think of yourself as like, I'm gonna cut myself off there, but think of yourself as like somebody else that you've taken care of, that you care about. Treat them like an elderly person that you want to make sure lives as long as they can, healthy and okay and strong, and you want to see them succeed. And treat that person, it's you, remember, treat you like they're another person that you care about. And, maybe then you'll realize that the only way to make sure you can be there for others is to make sure you're there for yourself first. It's like they say when you're on the airplane, strap on your face mask if the plane's having issues or get turbulence, whatever they do. They tell you to put the mask on yourself before attending your child. It's not because they don't give a damn about children. It's because if you can't breathe and you lose oxygen, now you and the child are both without a mask. You're going to start making disoriented choices, and you're going to start messing up, and that can be deadly. So if you want to be your best help to people, don't tear them down. Don't tear them down, and don't build up their anger. Don't build up the reasons they're coming to you in the first place. Don't agree with them that their life is messed up. That is messed up for you to do that. Instead, say, hey, look, you guys do this good together, or you do this good together. If you're talking about a relationship, hey, man, but I've seen you guys do this good stuff together. Even if you don't agree in their relationship, that's not your spot to go in and tell them that. If they're talking to you, they might want you subconsciously, that's why they're there, is for you to agree with them so they don't have to feel bad about whatever choices they're making. But if they're talking to you, it's because they're looking for reinforcement. Therefore, they don't think that they're doing the right thing. They actually might be questioning that. And for them to question that, I feel like, means that they have more to question, period, with themselves. And therefore, it's not my spot to give them any real reinforcement that they're right or wrong. I can just share with them what I see positive. Because if I share positivity, and I constantly share positivity, whether it be what they're going through, or just them in general, or what's around us at the moment. Say I don't have anything I can say because I don't know enough about the situation. I can just say, well, isn't it a beautiful day we're having? Let's try to go do something together. Let's try to focus on what we can do to have fun. let's try to go through some good memories of, you know, your life. Why don't you tell me some good stuff that happened? You know what I mean? Those are the kind of people I want in my life. Those are the kind of people that you need to surround yourself with. And man, I already feel so much better right now. I do feel alone at the moment, but I got my son. He's just snoring asleep now, so he's actually passed out. Me talking like this usually knocks him out. I love him so much, guys. He was crying like crazy earlier, but I was sad, and I think he felt my sadness. So, oh nope, he started waking up. I stopped rocking the little rocker. I'm gonna let you guys go. I really just want to snuggle up with my boy and relax a little. Thank you for all those that listened. I am gonna try to post more videos about, you know, motivation and optimism and all the good words, you know, all the good ones, the vocabulary behind all the good words. And I'm gonna try to stay away from the negativity. I hope you guys all do the same. I hope this helps somebody. Sure as hell helped me just talking. So, with that being said, I love everybody. I truly do. Even if you hate me, remember I do love you. And I don't care if that pisses you off. I'm gonna continue to love you. Bye, guys.